Hey, welcome back to the channel. So I used to manifest things I didn't even want. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but it's true. And perhaps it's true for you too. But then I discovered the clarity code and it really began to change things for me in my life. It changes the lives for my students. I'm taking them through this process around clarity right now within my mastermind. And I want to share it with you too, because it truly is such a game changer. When it comes to creating the life that we want, so often we are manifesting out of default. So when we talk about manifestation, it's not something that we do in isolation. It's not like I get up in the morning, I do my visualization, and that's my manifestation time. And then I go on throughout my day and I'm not manifesting anymore. I'm good. I did my 20 minutes in the morning. That's not how it works. We are 24/7 manifesting. So the key thing is to know, what do you want? And what do you truly want? So that you can put your manifesting power, your focus, all on the things that you want and less on the things that you don't want. And that's a key first step to stop manifesting what you do not want in your life. So when we start to really hone in on what we want, we have to then check in, is it truly what I want? And I know that might sound like the same question, but it's different. And I'm going to explain why. So often, this has been my experience, it's been the experience of so many people that I've worked with, that I've coached. We are manifesting, we are putting down on our goals, on our vision board, things that we think we should want, things that we think we're worthy of, things that will make us feel like, I'm being a good girl if I want just this, because it would be greedy to want more, right? So we have all these thoughts that come up and all these secondary beliefs and all this BS garbage that's going on back in the back of our heads that is almost limiting what we're truly allowing ourselves to ask for. Especially I see this around money. And also, but in relationships and in fitness and in health, the type of body we think we're, deserving of, or the type of relationship or the type of love we think we're deserving of attracting into our life, or that we're really able to give ourselves, which is even more fundamental. But especially with money, I see this, and a big focus obviously on the Witch of Wall Street is all around money and financial freedom. So it's not surprising this comes up so much. And it's not what you think. And so it's not people actually saying they want to manifest incredible amounts and it's unrealistic, and so they never meet that goal. It's actually that people are limiting their goals so much financially that they don't even feel the motivation and the desire to really go and achieve them. So let me give you an example. When I first started working in the coaching industry, I think it was about 5 years ago now, my first program that I was offering was 6 weeks coaching, and I was charging £1,000. Now, I'd never personally charged for my service outside the umbrella of a big corporate company. Back then, I was charging, £750, £800 an hour for my consulting. But in my own world, my own business with not the big brand name behind me, I didn't know what was okay to charge, and I didn't want to be seen as greedy, as for asking too much. And I certainly didn't want to, price people out of being able to benefit from my services and my support, because that would be so mean of me to do, right? Can you start to hear all the narratives that were coming up, all the stories, all this BS, my own limited thinking? And so what happened was my first month of promoting this, I had so many women sign up, completely chock-a-block. But as I began to actually go through the coaching and I began to see the incredible results I was creating, the feedback, the testimonials, the energy and effort and love I was pouring into these coaching sessions, I began to almost resent the price point that I was charging these for. And not always consciously, a lot of this goes on the back of our mind. And so what that led to was a change in my behaviors and change in my actions. And so I was actively, even though unknowingly, repelling people from coming towards my programs. I wasn't talking about it on social media as much. People might send me a comment or a question asking about it, and I might just not get back to them. And it wasn't until I was unpicking this with my own coach that I realized, I am not feeling in alignment with that £1,000 price point anymore. And so I am actively repelling it. And so think about this in your own life. Like, what is your financial goal? And this is as relevant if you are working in business, starting your own business, if you're a service-based provider, as much as it is if you were working in corporate. Because it's the same thinking of, should I go negotiate? Should I ask for the higher salary? Should I move companies and demand a higher paycheck somewhere else? Or should I increase my pricings for my services? Like, I'm out here investing in myself, learning so much, creating incredible transformations for clients, but why am I keeping my prices the same? right? So all of these narratives can come up. So I really want to challenge you from watching this video of check in with yourself and see realistically, when it comes to getting clarity on your financial goal, is it what you truly want? If it arrived tomorrow into your reality, would it make you ecstatic with joy of like, holy crap, this actually happened. I did it. Or would it be like, I guess I should have asked for more. So which one would it be for you? So check in, find out, are you actually setting your goals, setting your GPS, telling your manifesting power, like, this is the direction I want to go in? And is it truly the direction you want to go in? Or is it the direction you think you should go in to be a good person and be really grateful for what you have and not to be seen as greedy and wanting too much? That's definitely the path that I was on for a while. And so if you like this kind of conversation and this journey around mindset and manifestation, especially in the context of money and finances, do subscribe to our channel. We are new, we are growing. It's very exciting. And I'm very excited to have you here watching, part of this community. And we have lots more to come. So do subscribe, be part of this journey. I promise you, it's going to be worth it. So that's the first thing around clarity, is knowing, what do I truly, truly want when I remove all the hidden layers of the BS telling me what I should want? The second thing is, how do you actually then go about achieving it, manifesting it? And there is a massive mistake that I see 99% of people watching doing, including everybody who's not watching this video, and you won't be one of them at the end of this. And that is their first question when they say, okay, I finally got my goal, but this is my real goal without all the BS. It's really what I truly, truly, truly want. Okay, next question. What do you think it is? What should I do? Right? And they focus immediately on the doing. And like, no shade, I was there too. As a late teenager, I thought, I want to be really financially successful. So what should I do? I'm going to study finance at university. I'm going to get top grades in my year so I can get a really good job. And when I'm there, I'm going to do more work and I'm going to get my chartered accountancy qualification. And then I'm going to get an even better job. And I was stuck in this cycle for about 8 years of doing. And, 4 years in, I got my chartered accountancy qualification, working at this big financial consultancy firm. And I was really miserable because I had spent the whole time doing stuff. And that wasn't how you achieve success. On paper, sure, I got my accountant's qualification, great firm, all of this stuff. But it wasn't until I really began investing in my mind. I took a massive risk on myself. I bet on myself. I flew to Toronto, worked with the most incredible personal development leader at the time. He was big into law of attraction, Bob Proctor, if you've ever heard of him. I worked with him in a very intimate group for 10 days intensive. It was insane. It was amazing. And I came back changed, and I came back understanding it's not the doing first. And so write this down, right? Take note of this. When you set your goal, your next question is not, what do I need to do? It is, who do I need to become? Who do I need to become in order to achieve that goal? They are two questions, but they are dramatically different paths that you're going to go on. So who do I need to become? Now, the reason this is so key, when you start asking yourself, who do I need to become? What is the energy I need to be in? What are the thoughts that version of me would think? What investments would they make? For example, in joining a coaching program, what investments do they make in themselves, their health? How do they structure their day? What do they do? What do they spend their time doing? Is it reading, listening to podcasts? Is it moving? Is it connecting, networking, learning? What is it? When you start to ask, who do I need to become in order to achieve it? You already start doing the thing. So action is still a very big part of it. This isn't about passive manifestation, right? You're very much a co-creator in this process. But the massive difference is, and think about this, you're taking action from the perspective of your future self, the future you who has already achieved the goal, not action from the current you who has not. And so you're still doing things, but in a completely different way. And so if you can just stop for a second when you set your goal and think, okay, I'm not going to look at what do I need to do first, who do I need to become? And that will naturally guide you towards the what you need to do. So here's a quick 3-minute technique to be able to actually implement what I've talked about here today. So grab a journal, somewhere that you can write down And at the top, ask yourself, what do I want? Right? And pick a theme. Is it in your relationships? Is it in your finances? Is it your career, your business, your health? So pick an area of your life and focus in on one. Ask yourself, what do I want? And then write down. But then ask yourself again, what do I really want? And then you might get closer. But ask yourself a third time, what do I really, really want? And be honest with yourself. Have the courage to write it down. Because so often people are even afraid to admit that someone might see that their goal feels big and they might mock them and say, who do you think you are to achieve that? Forget it. No one's even going to see this. So write it down. What do I really want? What does my soul truly desire? And just remember, and a little bit of a tangent, but your creator put you on this earth. Whoever you think that is, whatever you connect with, your creator put you on this earth and has given you desires and visions that you alone have. I don't have the same ones as you. And you alone have the capacity to achieve them, right? So they are not something to ignore. So ask yourself truly, what do I truly want? Okay? And it's safe to write it down, and it's okay to write it down. If you saw my goals, you would be shocked. They are so big and extravagant and exciting, and they light me up. But there are a lot of people that think I'm probably crazy for having them, but I don't care. Because my vision was for me to see, not anybody else. It wasn't a screening to the whole family. It wasn't a screening to the whole world. It was a screening for me to see by my creator. So write down, what do you want? And then the second thing to write down is, why do I want it? So this is another big piece. Like, what am I connecting with? Why? Right? When I began to start my business, I was very, very connected to my purpose, my why. And that helped me get through so many detours on the business journey, like starting a business from scratch, building something really that hasn't really been done before, where I'm merging the world of investing in personal finance with personal development and mindset, like where strategy and spirituality combine in this beautiful way. And it's so transformational, but it hasn't really been done before. There were a lot of detours and setbacks and false starts and all of these things. The average person would have given up, but I had such a strong why and a reason to keep going. So I did. That's why I'm here today. And it's why you're here watching me. But then after you write down, what do I really want 3 times and really get to your truth, why do I want it? Right? What's the bigger reason? Write down, who do I need to become? Right? So who do I really need to become to achieve that? Is it I need to become a more confident version of myself? Is it I need to become more skilled? Maybe it's something I need to upskill in a certain area. Maybe I need to become more educated on something, to learn something. Maybe I need to expand my network and connect with more people in this industry so I can rise with them. Maybe I need to really shift my mindset because I see that I'm stuck in scarcity, and I see that I'm stuck in doubt, and I'm stuck in, I don't think it's possible for me. But what if you put yourself into a circle, a community, a room where people are dreaming so big that it actually doesn't even just normalize your dreams for you. It makes you dream even bigger. Can you imagine the impact of that on your life? So ask yourself, who do I need to become? And then write down one action step from that future perspective of what you're going to do to actually just start to move forward and show yourself, I'm doing this. It's happening. And it may not have happened yet, of course, but I'm in the process. I am now in the process of manifesting intentionally what I want. And it's when I see a lot of people who are, I know a lot of people working in corporate who love it, but I know a lot of people working in a corporate company, in a job, that they hate it. And what a sad way to live your life. But they're so reliant on this little paycheck and this security for now. And they're telling themselves it's okay and this is what they must do. They're not even giving themselves the opportunity to dream bigger, to maybe have a moment where they're not making as much because they know, remember back to previous videos, delayed gratification, they know there's bigger returns in the long run. And so many people are just stuck in this mindset of how it should be. And they're so stuck in this limited thinking. They're not allowing themselves to dream bigger. If you are someone who might still be struggling with scarcity mindset, I still work with a lot of women who are stuck in that place, and you want to expand your mind, you want to think bigger, dream bigger, believe in bigger things that are available for you, stick around with us on this journey. I promise you, by being here, I am going to help expand that mind of yours so that you will start believing in you more and start believing in your dreams, in bigger dreams for yourself. Because one thing I know for sure without even meeting you is that you did not come here to stay small. You came here to dream big if you are allowing yourself to do so and if you're willing to go on that journey. If you enjoy this kind of conversation, do go check out my next video here. We delve into so much around mindset and manifestation on this channel that I know you're going to love it. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.